Hello everyone. So in this video I am going to explain view in Domo. So view in Domo is similar as a view in any of the database like SQL Server, MySQL or any database. The question is, why do we create view in Domo? Okay, and what is view? View is just a save query. Okay, so in a Domo we do create view when we have to apply some filter on input data set and we have to select few column. Then in that case we do create a view. Okay, so the question is like, we have a ETL SQL, then why do we create a view? We can use ETL to filter the data, we can use ETL to select the few columns, same thing we can do using SQL. But when we create ETL and SQL, what will happen? That ETL and SQL will create as a new data flow, and then uh, whenever the input data set will execute, the output like ETL and SQL data flow has to execute to refresh the data. But when we create a view based on any of the input data set, then in that case view does not require, like, we don't need to execute view, it will refresh automatically. So let me show you the example. So I have only one table here. Hmm, sample details. Okay, so if can see, we have an option to open in SQL data flow, magic ETL, and when I click on analyzer, then I will go to analyzer mode to create any of the new cards. So I have to look here view. So magic ETL and SQL data flow I had already explained. Let's see view. So when I click on view, now I can see I have a different tab. So in this I can select the column, like what are the column I need. So I have selected all, but I have option to select a few columns only, like whatever column is required for any report or card, I will select only those column. I don't need to keep another column. And then filter option is also there, so I can apply filter on any of the column, like, so I want to filter out only this view, I don't want to keep straight. So now my data got filtered with selected column, and when I do save as, then I will have one view of sample retail data with selected column and after applying some filter. So just assume we have a requirement where we have to create a data flow. Okay, and in that data flow we have to use sample retail data, but we don't need all retail data, we need only a few retail data, like just now I given applied a filter for item category. So in the input I need only high rise item category. So I have two options, either I can go with view or I can go with input data set, like direct sample retail data. So when I go with sample retail data, then in a data flow my input will be sample retail data, and all the row will come as a input. So what will happen, the data loading time as well as processing time, everything will increase. But when I take this view, means filter data with selected column and selected item category, then my record count will reduce. So loading time will also reduce, and processing time of data flow will also reduce. So we can use view to reduce the time of data flow execution. And also if we have to create a card, like with selected columns and with filter data, then we can use view, because if we feed a lot of data in the card, then card loading time also get reduced. So if we create a card with only required data, then card loading time will not like there will not be any impact on loading time of card. So this is all about view in Domo. Thank you.